All right, everyone, this is John with Thrifted Flip, and we are at Savers today. We're going to go in here, see what we can find to flip online for a profit.
Okay, starting off here at Savers, we're going to look through the toy section to see if we can find anything. Looks like we got Thor sitting out over here. So I'm looking to see if we got any sort of action figures. If we can find some vintage action figures, that'd be a huge score. Doesn't look like I'm seeing a whole heck of a lot. Looks like there's, I don't know, some sort of erasers. Fun fact is sometimes those little erasers or even old pencils can make you some money, so be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. Keep going through this toy section, these little bags. There's a little Batwoman up here. I actually already have one of those, and that one's $10, which is priced really high. Now it is 50% off day, so it'd only be $5, but still at that price, it'd be kind of not worth it. You know, I mean, the toy will only sell for probably $6.99, $7.99. Going through the rest of the toy section, kind of looks like a tornado hit this area. We got an Iron Man over here for $10, which means it would be $5, but it's not a vintage one. And then there's a dinosaur, and well, this dinosaur's going to attack Iron Man. Roar! Well, that wasn't a Jurassic Park dinosaur, so that's not going to bring us any money either. So there's a little doll hanging out there on the floor. A lot of people just bring their kids over there and let them hang out and play, so that's why it's that way. Now through the shoe section, sometimes you could find some good shoes. Sometimes there's some ASIC shoes that are over here that are looking pretty good. But this time, I mean, there's a Sprite bottle down there. Shoes down there for what? I don't know. I think those were $10 or something like that, but they're dirty. Just a whole bunch of, you know, dirty, nasty shoes here today. Nothing we could really flip for a profit. Found some New Balances that look kind of small. Don't look like they're in good condition. Got some golf shoes over there. Got some shoes here, which are Shimano shoes, which are for bicycles. But yeah, they didn't even have the cleats or anything on the bottom. So now we're in our favorite section, the electronics section. And got a unit over here. Looks like it's going to be a Kenwood, but it wasn't priced right, not that we could pick up and make any money off of. I love these dual combos where they got DVDs and VCR combos. This one's a Philips. I believe I couldn't tell the price on that. I think it was like $15. Now it is half price day, so it will make you half the price. But a lot of their electronics are priced pretty high. Like this unit here. Now this one is priced at $25.49. But being that it's half price, you make it only $12 and what, 50 cents, something like that. So we're going to go ahead and take it. So I think we're actually fighting with the cord to put it into the cart. Look below it here. There's another unit, and this one is what, $10.49. That makes it $5 for a combo. You know what? Let's give that one a shot too. So what I like to do is take these units, bring them over to the area where we could test them out, see if they're working. And if they do work, great, we'll keep it. Then there's a Sony unit here, and it's just your standard one, but it's $24.99, so $12.50 for just a standard base VCR DVD. You know what? We're actually going to pass on that unit altogether. And then the other combo player that we put in our cart, that was the cheaper one, the Philips one, we're going to pass on that one because it didn't work. We did test out that DVD VHS recorder that's in our cart right now, and it did work. So that's a great find. And that one was $12 and change. Here's another one here. We're looking for the ones that say recorder on it. This one did not even have a price tag on it. And if you don't have a price tag on it, they won't sell it to you. They'll actually bring it into the back and price it out and put it out again tomorrow. So no point in even picking up that Sony unit. If that Sony unit was only $10.49, we probably would have picked that one up, but unfortunately it did not have a price. Now looking over here in this bag, there's a whole bunch of tennis rackets and racquetball rackets. So we're just going through to see what kind of brands they are, what kind of condition, and then we do end up finding this one here. But we're looking to see if there's any more, because it's just like filled with them. Like someone dropped off a big bag of tennis and racquetball rackets. So you never know what you're going to find in there. Sometimes you could find some pretty good brands. I like to look out for Babolat. Sometimes you could find some Wilsons that are pretty good. just depending upon what you find in the bag. A lot of them look to be just some cheaper brand ones, but there was one good one in the lot. So we went ahead and then picked up this one because, hey, it can only be, I think it was like $5 for the racket and $5.99. So we picked that one up. Then we picked up this one controller here, that black one right there. That's for an Xbox Original. And there's not a whole heck of a lot here, so that's why we kind of sped things up to get through this, because the rest of these packages really didn't have anything exciting in them. Then we went to the golf section, the sporting goods. Still didn't find anything of interest. Went through the dish section to see if we could find Corel dishes. And you know what? Didn't find anything. But we did find this one little Santa Claus. He was cute, but he's $14.99, so we had to pass.
Okay, so we picked up 3 items at that Savers. One was a DVD VHS recorder, which is pretty good. One's a controller and one's a tennis racket. So we'll go back to the home and I'll let you know how much I think we'll be able to get for each item. And we'll also show you all the items that we sold for today. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's the 3 items that we ended up getting from Savers. The first one you seen, it was the controller, the Xbox controller. This one is for your original Xbox. It was half off day, so we didn't pay $7.99. We only paid $4 for this controller, and we could probably sell that for about $20 online. Next up is this Babolat tennis racket. It's a pretty cool tennis racket. It is only $4.99, which we paid half price, so $2.50 for this racket. It's a nice little graphite racket, and that will probably sell for about $40. And then the highlight is this DVD VHS Panasonic recorder. So it records on a VCR, records on a DVD. We didn't pay $25.49. We essentially paid $12.50, $12.75. We'll call it $13 for that unit. And those, well, they sell for about $80 online on eBay. So they do better, obviously, with a remote, but we don't have a remote. So we're going to have to go with what we have. We're going to test it out, make sure it works fine. And if it does, that's going to be a huge score. So we didn't pay a lot of money. 13 and what's this, $2.50 and what, $4 there. So really for almost $20, a little over $20, we'll call it $25 we spent for everything, and we're gonna make some good money. We're gonna make what, 80, 120, 160, so $20 to turn it into $160. That's a win. So that's what we picked up. Let's get into what we sold for today. Okay, the first item we sold is this Disney hat. It's cool. It's like an angry Disney hat. We sold it for $15.20 plus $5.85 for the shipping. And this one, I thought about keeping it for myself, but you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll sell it. We only picked it up for a couple bucks, sold it for $15.20. We have it over in our hat tote over here. Let's see if we can find it. Let's just look for the angry Mickey. So somewhere in here, there's going to be a Mickey Mouse, and he's going to be angry. We've got quite a few hats still here. There's a Mickey Mouse hat, but see, that's not an angry Mickey. That's a happy Mickey. So that's not the one we're looking for. We want the angry Mickey. Here's all the hats. Oh, there it is. And boom. There it is. Angry Mickey. That is just a really cool hat. And it actually says Mickey on the back. Yeah, just a cool hat in general. So we'll go ahead, we'll put our hat tote back and go put this over on the spot to get it shipped off, but that's what she looks like. We'll get it in some better light here. It's actually pretty clean. Really cool looking hat. So, I mean, I think they got a pretty good deal on that at $15.85. Maybe I should have kept it. I don't know, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and ship that off to our customer. The next item is a Garmin Nuvi GPS. We've had this forever. Actually took a best offer of $902 plus $795 for the shipping. It's a GPS unit. And most people don't use the GPS units anymore because, well, to be frank, you can use your phone. So let's find out. We've got that in the wide tote, and that's going to be back over here. Up here. And let's put this one onto the ground, but let's not drop the camera. So let's put the tote down and go digging. We're gonna find it down here somewhere. Legos. Sometimes I run into stuff that we actually don't have listed. Like we listed it in the past and then for some reason it got delisted on eBay. I don't know. I don't know if that's happened to you. Let me know in the comments if that's something that's happened to you as well. Because looking in here, I could see some stuff in here that I don't see on an active listing somewhere. So it makes me think that it's probably delisted. But we are looking for the GPS unit that I am not seeing right off the top of my head. There is, looks like a Walkman down there, a mouse, another mouse, some checks, but yeah, I don't see the GPS unit in this tote. So that happens to me from some time to time where there's something that I can't find. Oh, nope, that's not it. I thought I'd just seen it, but that's actually a mouse that I was looking at down there. So what usually happens is I have it in a different tote altogether. So let's see if we could dig it out and see where it's at. Okay, you might laugh at me, but it was in there. It's in this case. So this is, I thought it was a camera case, but that's not a camera case. That's actually a case that has the GPS unit. So I looked at my phone to see what tote it was, and I confirmed that it was in that tote. So yeah, so there it is. That's the GPS. Let's go ahead and put this over onto the spot to get it shipped off, and let's look at our next item. Okay, so we're gonna put the GPS right there along with the hat. Now our next item is a little Ninja blender. We sold it for $26.99 plus $9.90 for the shipping, and that's the smaller one. We ended up paying, well, as part of a full pitcher. So we probably got like 10 bucks into it, but it's just hanging out right over here. We'll pick it up and go put it over here. So that's the first piece of the blender that we sold, and we just got to sell the other pieces. So $26.99. Even if we didn't sell anything else, we're already in the green on that one. Now our next item is a Nintendo Wii that we've been trying to sell forever. These Wiis, well, they haven't been selling the greatest, so we've been sitting on this one for quite some time. But this one is the Nintendo Wii console with the Wii Sports game, and it was sold for $123.49, which is awesome. We only paid, I think it was $35 for that, so we kind of paid up for it, but that's okay. So we got to look for the one in the white box, and that's going to be down over here. I think it's right behind the one in the black box. So let's pull this one out. Let's not lose this little bag here, because I don't know what's in that. We'll move the black one, and there's the white one hiding back there. So we're going to pull that one, stick this stuff back, so that way we can find it later. Now, funny, in this bag is an actual PS3 that I have not listed, and it's been sitting there forever. I guess it's now considered part of the death pile. But we do have our Nintendo Wii, and we're going to just go ahead and put that on the pile over here. And there's our 4 items that we have to ship. Now, we usually end up with 7, so we got a little more work to do to get some stuff sold. But that's what we got so far for today. So I'll get this packed up and shipped off and get it out to our customers and make some happy customers. So if you like this video and you learned something from it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do so, because I'd like to see you on the next video.